Wow, beautiful day today. This is House of Revelation Ministries. This is Duncan Katende. Look at this. This is spring, 75 degrees, Standing Bear Lake in beautiful Omaha. Look at the lake. Look at the sun. This is amazing. I just want to bring a question to you. When Jesus was confronted by the Pharisees and the lawyers and the scribes, in Matthew, in the book of Matthew, one of the lawyers asked him, which is the greatest commandment? Now I know most believers would say, love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your strength. And that's the correct answer. But I just want to tell you today that that answer is only 75%. If you go in the book of Mark, in fact, let's see if we can go there. In the book of Mark, chapter 12, look at verse 28. It says, then one of the scribes came, having heard them reasoning together, perceiving that he had answered them well, asked him, which is the first commandment of all? And Jesus answered him, the first of all the commandments is this. Now look at this. It's so funny. I'm not a good singer, but this is how he probably answered them. I'm not saying that he sang, but I'm going to sing it anyway. I'm not a good singer, but I'm just going to sing it. And what he said was, he didn't say, love the Lord your God with all of your heart. He didn't start that way. He actually started with something that Jewish people sing all the time. It's called the Shema. And it goes like this. Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. I can't believe I even sang that. But anyway, what he was saying was, hear, O Israel, the Lord your God, the Lord is one. Then he said, love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your soul, and with all of your mind, and with all of your strength. This is the first commandment. Now, do you see that? So the first commandment, Jesus says, hear, O Israel, the Lord your God, the Lord is one. Why does he say that? Why does he begin with that? Because I'll tell you this, without the revelation of that sentence, you cannot love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your mind, with all of your soul, with all of your strength. Why did Jesus mean that the Lord is one? Well, I'll tell you this. Look at the trees. Look at the water. Look at the wind. Can you feel the wind? I can feel the wind. What Jesus was saying is, don't look at another source. There is only one God who's the source of everything. You know, in certain cultures, they have different gods. If they want to go fishing, they pray to the fish god. They come and they sacrifice to the fish god. And in another culture, if they want more babies, for example, they go to the fertility god and they sacrifice to the fertility god. Now you're going to find some cultures have so many gods. I know in the Pacific Islands, I went there, I visited there. A tour guide told us they have 40,000 gods. I know in places like places in Asia where they have 500,000 gods. There is a god for everything. I want more shoes, I need to sacrifice to the god of shoes. I need more flowers, I need to sacrifice to the god of let's say the field. I need a harvest, I need to sacrifice to the god of the harvest. What Jesus was saying was this: the Lord your God, He's your God. The Lord your God, He is one. He is the source of everything. Everything that you see here comes from Him. He is the one source. So that's why, although we know Him with different names like El Shaddai, you know, those great names, all those names all come into one person, the God of the universe, our Father. He is one. So when you need something, don't go to any other God. Don't go to any other source. Don't go to the trees. Don't go to the lake. No. Go to the God, the source that brought this into being. And look at this. And when Jesus answered this, look at what the scribe said in verse 32. So the scribe said to him, well said, teacher, you have spoken the truth. For there is one God, and there is no other but He. And to love Him with all the heart and with all the understanding, with all the soul and with all the strength, and to love one's neighbors, oneself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices. Look at this, verse 34. Now when Jesus saw that he answered wisely, he said to him, you are not far from the kingdom of God. You know what the kingdom of God is? It's that interaction. It's that majestic interaction between you and God. Just you and God. There's the kingdom of heaven. I'll explain that someday. But the kingdom of God is between you and God. What he was telling the scribe is, because you have this revelation about him being one God and he is the source of everything, now the kingdom can start to move, start to produce between you and God. Now God's will can start coming into your life. That's why Jesus told him, you're not far from the kingdom. So look at this. I'm just asking you, get this revelation so that you're not far from the kingdom of God. So that the kingdom, God's will, can come on earth as it is in heaven in your life. So that the things that you need can actually come manifest in your life. He is the source, not your credit cards. He is the source, not your title. He is the source, not your family. The Lord your God, the Lord is one. You get that revelation, then you're going to be able to love him with all of your heart. So let me just conclude it this way. John 3:16 says, for God so loved the world. It doesn't say we loved him so much that he gave us his son. No, it says he loved us. In 1 John, it actually reminds us he loved us first. So the revelation that he is the source of all love, when we look at him and say, wow, he loves me so much, me knowing that he loves me makes me receive his love, and then I love myself. Once I love myself, then I'm able to love my neighbor as I love myself. You see, he's the source of all love. When you know that he's the source of everything that you need in life, then it's going to be easy for you to love him with all of your heart, with all of your soul, with all of your mind, with all of your strength. You get it? So this is Duncan Katende, House of Revelation Ministries. Just wanted to introduce myself to you. We're going to bring deep revelation, deep mysteries to bring you closer, not only to the knowledge of the glory of God, but also to know your identity in him. I thank you for sharing this beautiful day with me. Now I'm going to have a walk. Thank you.